Lord, please come through. I'ma catch hell by the tail. I don't really care who you tell. Well, I don't even care if it's sale. I already paid all the bills.
What's up, everybody? Will with Lightweight Debris Removal. I just want to do a quick video on our Maxx-D dumpster. It's a 7-yard dumpster that Maxx-D makes for PJ or for their own dumpsters, for Maxx-D dumpsters, roll-off dumpster trailers. But they're the same size of a PJ or any of those. But this is 7-yard. It's a really stout dumpster. And what we did was we converted it over to a Hooklift dumpster. It was really easy to do. We left the same original wheels. Just mounted it on this frame. Put a couple gussets in there. And that's it. This thing's ready to rock. And when we ordered it with the gussets already welded on. We added some more on there. Basically just weld it down all the way around. Same wheels. We ordered them in with a cable pull setup, so we can also do cable. These are 41.5 inches apart, so it'll still fit on a regular, it's 41.5 inches on the outside. On the inside, 37.5. So standard rail system's 35, 36, somewhere in there. You have a little about an inch and maybe a half-inch play on each side, but works great. We got it set at the 54-inch hook height, and it works great with this truck setup. And when we ordered it, we told them we have a swap loader SL240, and when they came, the rails, we ordered just the rails, they came perfectly designed for that one. And you can see down here, they put the locking tabs on them, and they actually fit perfectly. Just by using the specs I gave them. These things fit right under here when it slides on onto the dumpster. And yeah, fits perfectly on here. These wheels are about 42.5 inch, about 41 inches apart. So there's a little bit of play in here, but not much. So it works perfect. You can see we got a load of concrete on here. This thing's 7 yards, so maybe I got about 6 yards of concrete. And it is super hot out here. I'm already sweating. We just took off all the, we had a bunch of cactus. We put the concrete in here and put cactus on top. So I just emptied out all the cactus into my dumpster here. And then here's another dumpster. You guys know these ones, Lone Star. Same thing. Put it on my, kept all the dumpsters and put them all on there. On these rails. And then I got another one over here. Actually, let's go check these out. I bought these ones from Bucks. They came already like that. And here's another. That was a Lone Star. This was a PJ. Put these on there. These are my best dumpsters right here. These PJs. And look at that one. 20-yard Maxx-D. Same thing. Stick it on there. Just weld some gussets in there. And yeah, you're ready to rock and roll. And like I said, you just keep the same wheels on there. You don't do anything. Just stick it on there. And he's got the double barn doors. But yeah, so if you guys are interested, we are actually Cam Concept dealer, and I've ordered my Cam Concept Hooklift trailer, and it's on its way. And we're gonna try these out because I ordered my trailer, the Cam Concept trailer from the manufacturer. And I asked them if they can build it to my truck and that hoist that's already on there. And they said, yep. So just like the frames on the dumpsters that I bought, these subframes, they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna order my trailer. It's gonna come with the one that looks just like the same setup as a swap loader on a trailer. Same tie downs, same everything. Same just like you see it with the wheels in the back right here. So that's something you guys might want to think about. If you already got a truck like this, you can order a truck and tell them whatever hoist you got, you know, as far as a hook lift. If you want it in 32, 54, I think you can get them to swap them out interchangeably. But if you got swap loader, you have anything you got. And then if you already have a trailer system like a PJ roll-off What else is out there? Texas Pride, you dump. The list is out there, right? Maxx-D. If you already have one of those, buy you some rails. I got these from rolloffparts.com, which is also a company that is the same as Bucks Containers. And see, those containers are all Bucks, strong boxes. So when I ordered my boxes, I said, hey, you wouldn't happen to have just the frames, would you? And they said, yeah. And I said, hey, anybody ever done this before? And they said, no. And I said, I'm going to be the first then. We're going to swap all our dumpsters, put them on the system and see how it works. And man, they're great. So what's really cool is for just a little bit more money, maybe $300, they put this huge plate system in here with the hoist. So if my truck ever breaks down, I got a friend that has a standard rail truck. He can come over and put these on there and pull them out for me. Or I could go rent a standard rail truck. Seems like standard rail trucks are easier to find, and a lot of places rent them. I've seen leasing, you know, so if you're in a tight spot, or like I said, you can call up a local company, say, hey man, you got a rail truck? I've seen you out there. And with a rail truck, you could go as big as you want. They, you know, their frame, they go as big as 20 feet, but one of these could slide all the way up to the front of the truck. With one of these hoist systems, this right here setup is only for 14 to 16 foot containers, and all my containers are 14 feet, all of them, except for I have two 20-yard dumpsters that are 16 foot long, a little bit shorter, but we got 20 yards like those in the back. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Don't feel that you have to sell all your dumpsters if you have a PJ system and you want to step it up to something like a Hooklift. And then the other thing is, check out Cam Concept Hooklift trailers. They make them with tandem dualies for a 14-foot trailer. See what I'm saying? Look around, there's no tandem dualies out there. I checked with Texas Pride, any of those other companies that make a dually system. If you can find a dually, it's going to be in a 16-foot or longer. But Cam Concepts, you can order a 14-foot trailer in a dually tandem with electric hydraulic brakes. So they're heavy duty. The trailer I'm ordering, I built it out to spec for 24,000 pounds, or yeah, 24,000 pounds. It'll be able to pick up this load better than this truck, believe it or not. So this truck is rated at 33,000 pounds. With everything and all the numbers, my max payload is probably 7 tons. So at 7 tons, this thing is maxed out, and you know, it's really hard to drive because it's only got 2 axles. But if you have a 2-axle, I have my truck up there, I have a Ram 3500, and you have a 30,000 pound gooseneck hitch on it, and you can get the 2 axles on there like I'm getting at 12,000 pound axles. You can actually pull something heavier than this truck because you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 axles out here with all each having brakes. So it spreads the load rather than having 7 tons on 2 axles. It's still better. Plus my truck is 4x4, so I'll be able to get in the tight spots. And my truck is I'm ordering in a gooseneck, and my truck's a flatbed. So I should be able to get in the tight spots just like this one, this setup here, and have it as a backup. So it'll be nice. I'm gonna have something that's a heavy hauler, something that's a backup to this setup. And I got this big circle hill, and the trailer should be able to get through in here and still hook up to my dumpsters. So something to think about, guys. If you have a PJ or one of those other type of trailers and you want to upgrade, give me a call. You're in California, give me a call, 619-865-8246. Hook you up with a Cam Concept trailer. Mine's on order, be here in like 8 weeks, 8 to 9 weeks. And I'm gonna do plenty of videos on it and see how it performs compared to this truck. And then I'm not sure if we're gonna stay with this truck, because what we're gonna do is test out the other one, and if it's pretty comparable and I can get into tight spots, I may sell this truck just to reduce our expenses. Also, insurance is a little higher on these trucks. And then we have that. We still got our Isuzu truck. Definitely keeping that thing. It goes into tight spots. So a lot of people ask me, what do I recommend as far as equipment? I would say this is the best out there for in city driving. It can get in any spots. You can see how our dumpsters are placed. You can get in any spots. That right there, same thing. But what we noticed, and something I wanted to share with you guys, was that if we actually show up with a trailer, or even this setup where we show up to a place and we can't put a dumpster in the driveway, we always ask them if they want us to load it with our truck and charge them a little bit of a premium, and we'll actually bring our Isuzu truck instead of renting a dumpster. So in a way, I think having a trailer would be better. I'll pull up to every driveway, and if I can't get it in there, we'll just say, hey, we'll come back with the little truck. It'll be a little bit more pricier, but we'll be able to handle it. And nobody else would be able to really get in there unless they have this truck, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm not too sure if it's worth the extra expense. I know it's definitely the tool for the job. It's just that, I don't know, at the end of the day, man, it gets expensive as far as dumpsters, because we order dumpsters and they're expensive, you know. And then, like I said, insurance on a medium duty truck like this, it's up there in California. But I noticed that my truck, the insurance is way lower. So, and I think we make more money doing junk removal than we do dumpsters. Dumpsters is more of the cherry on top, go to say, you know. I like to say that, like, it's just the cherry on the top. We make extra cash when we do dumpster rentals. But like I said, you got to pay a lot more money to get into the game. So it's really good for us, but at the same time, and we use the dumpsters on our bigger jobs, but it seems like we can make more money doing junk removal on these big jobs, right? Maybe not so much like little small half loads and smaller, but we get these huge house clean outs. We could charge anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 and knock it out 2 days using our equipment. Or, you know, dumpster rentals, you know, we rent them out what, $400 to $800 for a dumpster, and you got all those dump fees. So something to think about, guys, you know. So just want to give you guys some of those tips right there, and something to think about. Check out Cam Concepts. Go on hooklifttrailers.com. We have a website out there called CaliforniaHookliftTrailers.com, and we're actually building that out. So if you want to check out the trailers for right now, go to hooklifttrailers.com, and that's where you see Cam Concepts, and you can buy a trailer anywhere in the country. Right now there's dealers, we're starting to add more dealers. But for California, if you need help, I'm in Southern California, I can definitely help you out. And when my trailer gets here, I'll come out, want to check it out, I'll let you drive it, take you on a test drive and show you how to offload dumpsters. So give me a call. All right, guys, you have a good day. Real quick, one more thing. I just wanted to show the dumpster on top of the truck after I loaded it with the concrete, and this is what it looks like. I parked in the shade. It's super hot, so I parked over here. What I like about it is everything, man. This is a really good setup. It's only, what, 3 feet tall, maybe 2 feet tall, so they can't get overloaded, and that's why I like these dumpsters, because if someone wants dirt or concrete, I'll drop this dumpster off and they can't overload it. You know, you really can't. I tell them go up to the top with dirt, and it's 7 tons, so it'll be with dirt. Concrete's a little lighter. It's probably about 4 to 5 tons full. With the concrete seems a lot lighter. And then how they did it was, like I said, they just welded these dumpsters right on top of the frame. They just spot welded all the way around on top of each frame piece. When I ordered it, this bar was already on there. It's SL240. Look, it fit perfect. I mean, I didn't have to do anything. Just what is it called? It's called rolloffparts.com. Those guys are amazing. They built this thing. But I asked them to put this little gusset in there because this is going to be on a low boy, and I didn't think nothing was going to be able to touch here. But then I had the welder just go ahead and put me a little plate here, you know, just extra what do you call it, material there. And then I still kept the hoist, what do you call it? The hoist, what do you want to call this thing? It's like cable pull. So I put it on there. I don't own a cable pull, but I thought, hey, if an emergency comes, to be able to do it. And then they build it with all this stuff, knowing all the specs, see? So you got to be real careful. You can't just order anything, because look, they knew how close that was going to be. Look at these little tolerances there. And yeah, they did a really good job. So be careful with that. Don't just go with anybody who says, oh, I can mount those on there. Be careful, because if they mount your dumpster on one of these frames and the clearance ain't set up right, look at that. I mean, there's tolerances in there. You know, they got to be able to know what they're doing. But rolloffparts.com, tell them what hook you got. They'll build you the right one, no problems. I mean, these are the best. I mean, look at that. I mean, they fit perfect. And I was worried about that because I've ordered dumpsters before, had them shipped out, had to send them right back because as soon as I put them on this thing and it was built wrong. So I'll never go anybody else. I don't get paid to say it, but Bucks Fabrication, Pennsylvania, hands down the best, man. I love their dumpsters, quality dumpsters. I have to ship them into California, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat because, like I said, I've worked with a lot of different dumpster companies and they know Hooklift systems. I mean, like the back of their hand. They knew, I just gave them the model number. They knew the specs and everything. And also one more thing was, they knew like if this was going to hit be able to keep this on there and roll to the ground. They knew that. They asked me to measure it out for them. Look back here. It lines up perfectly. You sit right on these little wheels. And then the other thing you got to think about is with a what do you call it? See back there, you can see, I just want to point out back there, look, there's only a little bit of clearance up the top. They have to be able to clear these rails. And then yeah, these came with it, so they knew that this is gonna clear that, and they knew it was gonna clear that hoist back there. The other thing is, yeah, like I was gonna say, is from inside to inside, 37.5 inches. A standard frame system is 35. These will have a little bit of gap in there when it's on a rail, but they knew that too. And then they knew how to build it to where it can fit on my rollers and be on a standard rail setup. So, I mean, man, I'll never go with anybody else for dumpsters. These guys are just amazing. So check them out. And then when I get my roll-off trailer, I'm gonna test all my dumpsters on it, and we'll see how it works. I ordered it in a 54-inch hook height, and the one I'm getting doesn't have a jib on it. It has a articulating front, so when it comes on a trailer, it'll go like this and then go up into this position. So hopefully these tie downs will work. You know, I'm not sure how it's gonna be able to get underneath it if it doesn't jib forward like this, because this is a long clearance, but we'll figure it out once they get here, and I'll show you guys how it works. All right, guys, have a good day. I'm gonna go drop this off before I close.
Lord, please come through. I'ma catch hell by the tail. I don't really care who you tell. Well.